Good day, everyone. This is Lois with Diamonds and Things coming to you from the Northeast. I'm going to attempt to make a short whip and chat as I have done two previous times. Actually, they were longer, but my phone doesn't have the capacity anymore, even though I've deleted a whole bunch of stuff off my phone. But I just wanted to, and I had read an excerpt from my book, just as since tomorrow is Halloween, and I wanted to read one more excerpt from this, but the phone won't hold it all, so I'll do a short whip and chat here to catch everybody up on what's been happening with me, which really isn't too much, but as I said, it's gonna have to be short because my phone will kick in and tell me that there's no more storage left, and I refuse to buy a new phone because this one's almost paid off, and it's not like I have a lot of photos on my phone or any. This is the only video I'll have on my phone because I delete it after I upload it to YouTube. But you know, the system updates and it takes up a lot of space, and it's just ridiculous. So anyway, on the positive side, it's a nice sunny day here. It's warm for a change. It was cold yesterday. You know how the weather is these days, up and down and up and down. So I'm working on a Richard Lorenz. It's called Skatebird. He had 3 of them up on Amazon. This is a 9x9, little snack size one. And as you can see, I've worked on quite a bit of it here. I had worked on the other 2 videos I tried to make that I did make and had to delete. I finished that and finished that. So I'm working on A's right now, lowercase a's. And I'll do a little bit of that and have to talk faster, I guess. There's not too many left of these. So if you're new, thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And hit that notification button, please, and it will encourage me to come back and do some more as long as my phone will hold out. And if you're returning, I always appreciate you coming back, as both of you give me inspiration to do something additional on my videos. So I always like comments and everything. Anything you want to say, I'll answer you. And it's all free. You don't have to worry about paying for membership or anything, because obviously I don't have that many subscribers yet. I hope that will continue to grow. But I know it takes a lot of time, and there's a lot of content creators out there, but I appreciate you stopping by. So what's been happening to me this week? My daughter dropped by with dinner for me Monday night. She texted me and asked me if she could come over and use my washer and dryer, as her dryer is old and it's ready for the garbage and it's overheating, and she can't afford to replace it right now, although she's working on other things in her house. That will be the next thing she does. Any more A's here? Sorry, I'm trying to talk fast so my phone doesn't cut out, because I'm not making another one. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not buying a new phone. There's one down there. So she came over, she brought, and it's always nice to have somebody to cook for you, or, drop by with food. So she brought salmon, three pieces of salmon. One had garlic and pesto on it. The second one had mango and coconut, and the other one had a panko covering on it. And I made some rice, and she brought asparagus, and her and my granddaughter made an apple pie because we went apple picking last week. And we ate that. The pie was scrumptious. So was the salmon, but I'm not a big fish person, although I like tuna. I like flounder, and she had stopped at Whole Foods and bought the salmon and the asparagus. So she bought me some flounder because she knows that's my favorite fish because it's not real fishy tasting. So we had that for supper, and I had the apple pie for dessert. That was really good. That was a good meal. So, because she worries about me, she wants me to live forever, which obviously is not going to happen. But she's very hopeful I'll live for, at least another 20 years would be good. God willing and the rivers don't rise, as the saying goes, I think. But anyway, so I'm just looking for some more A's, because you know how it is. When you have confetti, you'll be working on one thing and finish it up and go to another, and then it's like you'll see the previous one that you just finished, another one. So, anybody going out for Halloween, decorating, going to a Halloween party? I've not been to a Halloween party since I was a kid. And I'm not going this year either because I'm working. So I was telling you a story and the 2 previous videos I was making. Let me see what I'm going to do here. I don't want to do the A's yet. I'll do the right arrow here. That's number 10. So I'm using my Diamond Art Club pen with a four placer on it and the putty. And I'm using my big tray. What did I say that was? That's 10. What the heck was I saying? I don't remember. Sorry, I have brain farts. If you've watched me before, you know I'm notorious for brain farts. So I try to keep my brain intact, shall I say. Keep all my neurons firing, but sometimes it doesn't help to be creative and keep it going. Nobody in my family has Alzheimer's, has had Alzheimer's, I should say, so hopefully I don't get it. That's why I keep trying to be creative and do things. I work on puzzles, and I'm working on a cross stitch, and keep my brain going, learning new things. That's how you form connections, so keep your brain healthy. And eating the right foods, like the fish that has omega-3 in it. And I'm sure y'all know that. I'm just chit-chatting away, trying to think of stuff to talk about. But speaking of the week and talking away, we had, as I've mentioned, I work at Joann's part-time now, and it used to be called Joann Fabrics, actually, when I was growing up. But for some reason they changed the name to Joann, just Joann, not with an S on it. But anyway, I work at the cut counter where you get material cut, and we had a customer come in the other night with this big wad of black material, wanting to return it. Well, it looked the material looked pretty sketchy. It looked like it was dirty and used. And there was a cohort with me, and he was there, and he didn't even know what to do. So he called one of the supervisors over, and I'm going to turn this around so I can work on it up here. I have release papers that I use sometimes. So these are just regular old release papers I got in an Art Dot that I'm working on my light pad, an Art Dot package. So, excuse me. So, the manager was pulling apart the material. There was 10 feet of this black material, and as I think I just said, I told her, I said, it looks used. And so she was pulling it apart and noticed that there were staples in it. And she asked the couple that brought it in if, they had used it, and they said, well, we had to staple it to see if it was going to fit. And I was like, well, you can't return it because you damaged it. So I just find it interesting that people would even have the inclination to think that they could return something after they've damaged it like that. But, you know, people try to get away with a lot of stuff, so. And then we had a lady come in. She wasn't real happy with me because she had this plaid material, and where the heck the arrows go? She wasn't happy with me because I wasn't cutting her fabric, her plaid fabric, straight. Both sides weren't, the lines on the plaid weren't totally straight with each other, and she wanted them to fit like that. Well, the material isn't like that. We don't bolt it up. That comes, you know, that comes in all bolted up, and we have no control over the way that the pattern lays. So just keep that in mind. If you buy plaid material, you need to buy a little bit more than what your pattern calls for. I'm just checking. Otherwise, you know, it won't, your design won't line up. So, but yeah, I never wanted to learn the cash register just because I didn't want to handle people's money, but because I had worked as a cashier a long time ago when I was 19. And back then, the cash registers, you know, you had to count, you know, there weren't credit cards and things like that. And I don't even think there were people who used checks back then, but I just never wanted to do that. But I've been trained as a, cashier also. I'm gonna look at that. What is that symbol there? So that's not too bad. It's, you know, obviously it's all computerized now, but there's so many buttons on it, and you know, as you get older, it's just, what the heck is that symbol? It's just all not that easy to remember what buttons to hit all the time. But I'll get there. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm on the cut counter all this week, and I've got one day on the cashier, as a cashier next week, so I'm not gonna fret. It'll all sink in one of these days. I'm not one of those people who can just do something once and, you know, get it. I'm just not like that, never have been, and at this stage of my life, I'm certainly not gonna start, but you know, they're very patient with me, thank goodness. And I like Joann's because the people are friendly, and they're very eclectic there. And in the respect that, you know, all types of people are working there. You know, there's older people like me, and there's young college kids, and just all sorts of, you know, male and females, and it doesn't matter. So I like it. And the only thing that's tiring for me is like when I'm working at the cut counter, I have to return material, and sometimes it bothers my hips, depends on how long I walk around the store. But you know, it's just part of the job. The first night I did that, I like zipped around the material area, and there's so many different kinds of material, it's amazing. I never realized. But my hips were sore by the end of the night, was my point. But I've learned to slow down because, you know, I'm just only one person, and I do that while somebody's not at the counter to get material cut. So what's up with you guys for this weekend? Anything interesting? My daughter and I are going to the casino, about 45 minutes away, because they have, any more H's here? Because they're having a big Christmas fair. We went last year, and they have tons and tons and tons of vendors there. So we're gonna go and try to see what other stuff we missed from last year, because we couldn't see it all last year either. They have a really great Mexican restaurant there, which I'm sure we won't eat at because it's very expensive at the casino. But I'd rather spend my money on buying stuff instead of eating. So we'll see how that goes. But so anyway, like I said, I just wanted to drop by and chit chat a little bit and see how everybody's doing. I hope you like, subscribe, comment, like I said, and hit that notification button. Love to have you come back. Something reverberating outside. I don't know if you can hear that. I doubt that you can, but it's pretty loud. Even with my windows closed. I close my windows when I record so people outside don't hear me. Think I'm crazy sitting up here talking to myself. All right, well, I guess that's going to be it. I don't want to push my phone too much further here. I deleted some more stuff, but pictures that I really didn't want to. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day and have a better day tomorrow. And thank you for dropping by. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.